Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the Saturday night live stream, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about the news. We'll talk about altcoins. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys, and I'm going to reinstall some crypto software on my computer so that you can kind of get a sense of where crypto is stored. And, you know, hint, not on your computer, and not on your ledger, and not in Ledger Live. It's stored on the blockchain. So we're going to do some stuff tonight that will drive that concept home. So let's get started. All right, welcome everybody. I'm here with the rig. Oh, I just got an alert from Google telling me that I'm on live stream. I did work on the rig last week. I ended up buying a new case and a new motherboard and a new chip and a new hard drive. And I tried to put the rig together with the new motherboard and hard drive, or I'm sorry, the new motherboard and chip. And I was having a lot of trouble with the motherboard. It's an Asus high-end motherboard, and I've had problems with those in the past. So basically had to just tear it down and put my old motherboard and chip back in my Threadripper. But I did go ahead. I had already sort of migrated over to this new case, and I had bought a new M2 drive, so I put that in and reinstalled Windows from scratch. So just to give you a sense here, I did have to reboot the computer just before we started. But this case is pretty cool because it has LEDs at the top and on the sides and on the bottom. You can't really see them that well because I don't know why. The camera doesn't do it justice. But let's see. If we go to Corsair 1, you can see, you know, everything turns blue except for my graphic card here, which is doing its own thing. Got Corsair solid yellow, static red, and then this thing called Rain is kind of cool. And so you can sort of see how these LEDs come into play on the side. So it's a pretty cool case, and I really like the lighting. It's kind of like the most intricate lighting I've ever done. So I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, I did have to send that hard drive or that motherboard back. I held on to the chip, the AMD Ryzen 9, the 4950X, and I'm just going to wait for the MSI motherboard that I really wanted to become available. They're back ordered right now, so we'll see. Let's put this thing back on Rainbow. It's the least distracting for me. But what I wanted to point out was that I did put in a brand new hard drive. And so when I do that, I reinstall everything from scratch. It's a clean copy of Windows, a clean license. I reinstall all of my applications. And then I have a secondary drive that has my all of my data, you know, my documents, my music, my pictures. All that stuff is on a secondary drive. So basically the initial Windows drive is clean. So I waited, and there's a few things that I'll install after we do the news, and I just have a couple of short things with the news. So you can kind of see, I get a lot of people asking me, or I see in Reddit, people are like, oh, I bought a Ledger, you know, a long time ago, and I want to get access to it. And everybody in the Reddit keeps telling them, well, if you take your old computer, you can put that old hard drive in a new. And other people on Reddit are like, you don't need the computer. All you need is, reinstall Ledger Live and connect your device. And so we're going to do that tonight. Because people get the idea that when you use Ledger Live, that your crypto is in Ledger Live and it's on your computers. It's not. So anyway, let's go over here. Too much babbling, right? Let's go over to this screen. Here we go. Now, I had to redo I did my OBS Studio, also redid everything in OBS Studio, kind of put things back the way they were with my scenes. If you're not familiar with OBS Studio, that's the software that I can use to like switch between scenes, you know, like, and like over here and that kind of stuff. And this, you know, that's all my, OBS Studio that does all that stuff. Right, but so I did all that. Hopefully we won't have any connection issues. I got a good green 60 FPS going. Everything looks good. Welcome Scott and Kenneth. Kenneth was here earlier. Welcome Dan. Dan was here. I don't know what happened to Dan. He's probably still here. He posted earlier. Mr. Mr. Minsky. Kenneth, I said hello. Barbara K is here again. Frank Rodriguez, hello. E. Poston, Amsterdam, Holland, the psycho himself. Dave Flowers again. Mustafa Lamb again. Thank you for being here. Mustafa, I think you asked me something. I don't know if you sent me an email or I saw you ask a question last week, and I don't know if I answered you or not. So if I did not, throw up that question, see if we can't get that handled. Glory, hallelujah. I like that. Dan is here. Yes, of course. Gabo7 is here. Do not speak tech. Oh, I know. Sometimes, like, I'm throwing out terms I may not get with everybody understands with building a computer, right? Anyway, we'll move on. Let's hit the news. Before we hit the news, I'm just gonna let you know that I have a list of stuff I want to do tonight. I'm gonna spend some money, maybe. We'll see how this works. We got a list of things, a list of coins that I'm kind of on my radar. Yeah, Atom's on there. We'll probably buy some Atom and some Bitcoin and some Ethereum tonight. I've got some affiliate links here. I threw up an affiliate link for ESET, Internet Security, because while I was installing it, they popped up an affiliate and they were like, oh, here's an affiliate link for you if you want to ask your friends to install ESET. ESET is my virus protection and firewall. So, and I've been using this for years, and I swear by it. It's good antivirus software. I like it because it runs fast and clean on your system, doesn't bog you down, and it's very non-intrusive. Other antiviruses are always popping up telling you, ooh, I just saved you from this and I saved you from that. I'm like, I don't need you to like brag about what you're doing. Just do it, right? So ESET is very non-intrusive as opposed to some other that I won't mention. Norton. And let's see what else. So let's jump in. And the news stories are only a couple. I've got them linked down here below. You guys can jump into those. There's a bunch of other Ledger links for other affiliate links. One of them being Ledger. Ledger, I believe, is still shipping the Ledger Nano S Plus for free, if I'm not mistaken. I think maybe you have until Monday. If you want to order a Ledger Nano S Plus, they are running a free shipping special right now. They haven't given me any personalized codes, but of course, when they do, I will put them here on the live stream so that anybody that is wanting to buy a Ledger can get a discount. But that's what's going on with Ledger. There's another thing going on with Ledger that we'll go into a little more. Their market Genesis Pass, which is an NFT. So we'll talk about that in a bit. Let's just jump into the news real quick. Get that taken care of. Market wrap. Crypto markets take quieter ride following Thursday's roller coaster. Prices are relatively flat across the board following a tumultuous week of discouraging economic indicators. The big day was Thursday. There was a new inflation print, or CPI print, they call it, where they released the latest figures on inflation, which, if you're not aware, are very conservative, so to speak. They changed the way they calculate inflation. If they were still calculating inflation the way they did back when Jimmy Carter was president, inflation would be like around 16%. But they've changed the way they calculate it, the Bureau of Labor Statistics or whoever does it. They're claiming that it's 8.3 year over year, up from last year. It's always, we all know inflation is high because prices keep going up. They don't really have to tell us that. But of course, the market wants to see, estimates based on all the latest figures, right? So it came in higher than expected. I'm not sure, where is it? I don't see it. Oh, I think it's down here. Yeah. September prices rose 8.2% year over year, which means that inflation is 8.2 higher than it was, or does that mean prices are higher than it was? It's very confusing, all this stuff, right? But they were expecting 8.1% year over year. So that was bad news for the market. And that was bad news bad news is bad news, right? Inflation is bad news. It wasn't like the jobs report where jobs were good and that was bad news. This is bad news, right? And the reason that high inflation is bad news for the market is that the Fed is raising interest rates to fight inflation. And if inflation keeps going up, then that means the Fed will continue to fight inflation and keep raising rates, which is bad for the stock market. It makes money more expensive. It makes it harder to borrow. It makes you pay more on your loans when interest rates are higher, right? So that was bad news. The market reacted, and on Thursday, and Bitcoin was down below 19,000, like 18,600, something like that on Thursday. Strangely, though, sometime around 1 o'clock, some other news broke concerning the ECB, the European Central Bank, said something, and that changed the tenor of the market, and everything bounced back. Sound pretty rigged to me, but it did. So, and Bitcoin is kind of back where it was before Thursday, which is its range, right? Ethereum pretty much too. So that's kind of where we're at. So, and then this little article here is kind of breaks it down pretty well. 3 emerging crypto trends to keep an eye on while Bitcoin price consolidates. Bitcoin is range bound, as we all know. If you're doing dollar cost averaging, there's no reason not to buy Bitcoin. It could go down more. It could go up. It's down way off its high, so it's never really a bad time to buy Bitcoin. I wouldn't be playing big games and gambling big, buying a bunch of Bitcoin with money that you really can't afford to lose. You should never buy any crypto with money you can't afford to lose. But don't make big bets right now, because it could go either way and you could get burned, right? But if you're a long-term Bitcoin investor and you're doing dollar cost averaging, like $100 a month, there's no reason not to continue to just buy Bitcoin, right? It's never a bad time to buy Bitcoin. Having said that, post CPI print drop, the price continues to trade in the same range it has been for the past 122 days. New rotations will emerge. The big thing was the Ethereum merge, and Ethereum had quite a run up going into the merge, and then sort of had a buy the rumor, sell the news action after the merge, and it's been down since the merge and the post-merge era, they call it, right? So now that Ethereum has lost its luster, this article is suggesting that other cryptos might come in, right? Atom being one of them. I didn't realize how far Atom had gone up from its low of 540. I'm not sure when it hit that low, but it defied market downtrend by posting a monster rally from $5.40 up to $16.85. Atom is currently at around 11.83 right now, according to crypto.com. Let's see, they're talking a little bit about Atom and Atom staking and Cosmos 2.0. We're looking at Ethereum network activity. Ethereum did have a story this week that I didn't put up, which is it is now becoming deflationary, or it hit that point where it's deflationary now because of its new paradigm and, the post-merge way it works. Post-merge, it burns, that kind of stuff. Burns means destroy coin, right? So it's deflationary. Post-merge Bitcoin action will likely remain king. So in a down market, you have a lot of cryptos. They all have their own use cases. A lot of cryptos are more like companies than, standalone decentralized currencies like Bitcoin and Litecoin are. So in a down market, you'll see a lot of altcoins very volatile, and they can lose a lot in a down market. So kind of circle the wagons and maybe stick to Bitcoin unless you're a gambling type, or if you believe in a certain coin and you're dollar cost averaging, you can continue to do that if that's your thing. Let's see. There was one thing where they, here it is. This is, the crypto market has been following the broader market. There's a lot going on in the world markets and, with geopolitics. So this is a good paragraph here. It's important to remember the wider context in which crypto assets exist. Global economies are on the rocks, and persistently high inflation remains an issue in the United States and many other countries. Bond prices are whipsawing, and a looming debt crisis makes its presence known on a daily basis. Risk on assets like cryptocurrencies are incredibly volatile, and even the strongest price trends in crypto, whether backed by fundamentals or not, are subject to the whimsy of macro factors such as equities markets, geopolitics, and other market events that impact investors' sentiments. So keep that in mind. There might be a decoupling at some point. Bitcoin was never really correlated much with the stock market in the early days, but over the last few years, it has become very closely tied with the broader markets. I think that's because a lot of people are invested in Bitcoin over those last couple of years, and their mindset is that it's just like any other investment. It's a risk-on asset, just like a stock, right? So people will sell when they hear bad news, and they'll panic with the rest of the market, right? So keep that in mind moving forward. I'm pro crypto, but unfortunately, I have to, trade accordingly the way the market is set up here. The world. All right. I think I forgot to pop out chat. Let's do that. Let's pop out chat. So there's a bunch of stuff that I need to reinstall. So we'll start with Ledger Live. Now, I have my Ledger device here. Oh, geez, I don't even have my camera set up. That's going to be a trick. Let's do that real quick. Let's do that. We're over here. Let's go ahead and we're going to add the we'll add the cannon. Okay, there. That's what we're looking for. And then we're going to position him over here. And then we'll take this down like this. You guys are like, what the hell is this guy doing over here? All right, this is our Ledger cam, what we call it, right? Right, I need to get this in even more, don't I? Yeah, let's get this down here and like this. Get it down like that, and then we can make it bigger, all right? That's going to give us there, right? That's going to give us our nice little ledger cam. Noop-a-doo. All right. We can even bring this in from the side. Sorry I didn't get this one set up before we got the thing started, but that's okay. You know, a little bit what I do over here. So we've got the Ledger device, right? Now, a lot of people freak out when they get a new computer and they're really worried about, okay, and Barbara is one of them. I'm not saying she's really, really worried, but she was, you know, she was dealing with that. But a lot of people really freak out and they think like, oh my God, you know, my crypto is going to be lost. Doggone it. I thought I was in on this. All right, let's get it bigger. What happened? Oh, okay. Okay. All right. The new computer thing. All right. There. All right. Okay. Still. Okay. Okay. Dude, prep up before you do your live streams, eh? Yeah, you can't imagine all the stuff I was reinstalling today to like at the last minute going, oh my God. All right, so we got our Ledger device, right? I'll go ahead and enter my PIN. It's been a while since I've used this. I was just focusing on the computer this week, started working on it on Sunday, and then I think it was like around Tuesday when I realized that I was going to have to tear down the new build because the hard drive wasn't, I'm sorry, the motherboard wasn't acting up. It was just really a stressful week for me as far as computers go. All right, so now I have my device, but I have no Ledger Live. So what I want to do is I want to go download Ledger Live. And I want to get it set up so that I can gain access to all the crypto that I had. Let's go ahead and turn this camera off for a sec. All right, so we'll just download the Windows app. We'll drop that in downloads. All right, and then we'll go ahead and run Ledger Live. Whenever you download it from their website, you know you got the latest version, right? All right, we'll go ahead and run it. All right, let's get everything else out of the way before we do this. Okay, so you can see all this stuff that I've been reinstalling, my verification tools, my malware bytes, my X Mirage for my phone. Oh, speaking of, here's our current prices brought to you by Crypto.com, one of my partners. Bitcoin at 19.2, kind of where it's been for the last couple of weeks or longer, right? We can see Atom down there, 11.79. Cardano is way off. It's been taking a beating. XRP is still pretty high compared to the last month or so. Was around 30, 35, and now it was up at 55, and now it's back down around 48. But it was down a little on Thursday below that, so it's popped back up. So Crypto.com is a great app for looking at your favorite cryptos in real time, price-wise, and you can buy and sell, trade, stake, do all kinds of fun stuff on Crypto.com, and you have a Visa card that you can use for spending your crypto in the real world that's tied to your account. So if you want to sell any of your crypto and, you know, liquidate onto the card, you can run into the store and buy that big screen TV within minutes. That's pretty cool. All right, so here's what Ledger Live looks like when we first start it. I'm going to go ahead and maximize it, right? I have a device, right? So we'll just choose Get Started. All right, I'm going to choose a Ledger X. This is the ledger that I have right now. We're going to deal with that. All right, it's not my first time using it. I already have my device. My device is already set up, right? So just follow the instructions. You know, a lot of people, when they go to a new computer, they get it in their head that for some reason they need to reset their device too, which is, don't do that, right? Your device has all of the wallet information stored on here, right? The private keys are stored on here, but they're also, cryptographically, the private keys can generate the public keys, and they communicate to Ledger Live about all of your existing wallets, right? So we're going to say I already have a Ledger Nano X, and I'm not restoring either. I'm not restoring from my device. The device is untouched, right? I didn't do anything to the device. I just got on a new computer and I'm installing Ledger Live. So we're going to hit connect your Ledger Nano X. It wants to do a genuine check. Let me turn this camera on so you can see what's going on. All right, this is what it looks like. Let's focus. All right, this is what we're waiting. Let's hit check my Nano. All right, it should say allow Ledger Manager. This means that the Ledger Live needs permission to interface with the device. All good. Oh man, what happened to the confetti? Man. Anyway, it passed the genuine check. Your Ledger Nano X is genuine and ready to use with Ledger Live. So before I move on with this, let's just focus on this right here. If you have a Ledger device that's brand new, it came in a box, and the box is damaged or torn, don't get all freaky that like the NSA or the postman or the barbers or the dentist were like screwing around with your device and have somehow hacked it. The device has a fail-safe. It's a cryptographic fail-safe. It's tamper-proof. So it doesn't come with a seal. It doesn't come with one of those laser seals because it doesn't really matter if the box has been opened yet or not. It doesn't even matter if someone opened it and tried to set it up. If you have a Ledger device, all you have to do is you can reset any Ledger device. If someone has already, like say you bought it on eBay and somebody sent it to you with a pre-done 24-word phrase and they already have a PIN code set up for you. They're trying to get you to use their PIN code so they can steal all your crypto because they have the backup phrase. Well, you can thwart that easy. Just wipe it. Just enter the PIN code incorrectly 3 times. It will reset and you can use it, right? Because it passes the genuine check. If it passes the genuine check, you're fine. Don't get all freaky and think if, oh, I noticed that the plastic was a little bit, there was like a tiny hole, maybe somebody hacked it. I'm like, no, just pass the genuine check and you'll know that it has not been tampered with. I don't know. You see that a question a lot in the YouTube comments and on Reddit. So I just wanted to pause right there. All right. So then we hit continue and we should be at the home screen. Okay. Okay, there we go. Boom. So now what we want to do is add an account. So we'll add an account and we'll start with Bitcoin. Let's hit continue. All right. It wants me to open the Bitcoin app on my device. And so now it's going to check my device for any existing wallets. So all of the wallet information from my old Ledger Live is right here on the device. The new Ledger Live can detect all of the wallets that I've created in the past at any time on this configuration, right? I set this thing up back in 2020, maybe before then. And so in my case, I have a whole bunch of wallets that I don't use anymore that are empty, right? So, but these are all the wallets that I created on this device. And so I'm just going to let Ledger Live detect them all. I think there's probably 15 or so, something like that. Did I ever pull out chat? Yeah, I did. All right. So notice there's one with a little dust in it. Dirty dentists. You got to watch out for those dentists. I just remember that because I went to the dentist a long time ago, and they were going to put a crown in, and they put some kind of, they put some kind of base in there. And then they told me that it had like a serial number or something. And I was like, serial number on my tooth? I'm like, do they like give out that information to like the NSA or the FBI or the CIA so that they can track me? You know, I was just very distrustful of the dentist back then. It's like a conspiracy theory, right? But on that movie Red with Bruce Willis and Malkovich was like the crazy conspiracy theorist. He mentioned the dentist. He's like, ooh, the dentist, watch out. All right, so I don't need these two dust guys. We're going to deselect all these wallets. We're just going to choose the ones I want. This one here, neither of these has much in them. And I'm not going to create an empty brand new one, but I could if I wanted to, right? So we'll hit add account. All right. Now, notice that, let's go over to accounts here. Notice that these wallets have, not only do I see the balance, but I can see the transaction history. Received 610. 1010, what is it? 1015. Received 293. I'm just trying to figure out which is which. Huh. Okay, this is a brand new one. Oh, I guess Bitcoin main was empty, right? I'm pretty sure that this wallet is the one that I call Bitcoin affiliate. So I'm going to name it appropriately. You'll have to remember your wallets are there, but whatever you name them will not be there, right? Yeah. In fact, there was one wallet that I called Bitcoin main that was zero balance, and I didn't put it in here. But that's fine. Let's take this fairly new one with only one transaction, and we'll just call this one main. This will be my new main, right? I like clean wallets, right? So we'll just call this Bitcoin main. So there you go. Boom. Got my Bitcoin wallet back. Let's go. Now we go back to the main accounts and let's hit add account. And this time we'll do Ethereum. We'll hit continue. And now, I can't see this thing. It asks me to open the Ethereum app. We'll hit both buttons. All right. So now it's going to find my Ethereum accounts. And this is pretty important. I have 2 Ethereum accounts on here. And I've used them for a really long time. And I know, I'm very familiar with them. I know which is which based on the receiving address. So, but notice here what it does, right? It says, oh, okay, so you've got 4 Ethereum wallets. 2 of them have zero balance, but have had coins in them in the past. So it gives me the option of adding them. And because I have transactions in all of these wallets, it's also giving me the option of adding an empty one. I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to add these 2 wallets. But just remember that anytime you put some crypto in a wallet, Ledger Live will, once there's one transaction in any type of wallet, there'll be an option to create an additional empty one beyond that. You can't just sit down in Ledger Live and create like 5 Ethereum accounts from scratch, right? Because it won't let you add a new Ethereum account until you have put at least one transaction in the wallet. It's not like that on MetaMask, but it is in Ledger Live. Anyway, let's get this done. We'll go ahead and add these 2. Now, I can just go over here to this account, do a quick receive, and I'll just bypass the device check, and I can see the address there. And that address lets me know that this is the wallet that I usually call Ethereum H, or Ethereum Hidden. All right. And then the other one, this one, I generally call this one Ethereum main. All right. And we're going to be using these wallets tonight. All right. So I won't bore you with the details, but I can get all of these back, right? And let's say this is a brand new machine and you have your laptop, which has your old Ledger Live on there, and you're like, want to do like a reference. What coins did I have on there before? The coins are there, but you might forget about one, right? Like, for instance, like I have a Tezos wallet from a long time ago, which is on here, but I may forget to add it, right? Or Litecoin or whatever. I might forget to add it. So there is a little bit of personal responsibility. It'll always be there, but if I forget to add it, Ledger Live won't show it. But let's go ahead and add the Litecoin just for the fun of it. Litecoin, right? And then the other wallets I can add at my leisure when I need them. All right, it's going to check and see if I have Litecoin installed on this device. May or may not. Okay, so it's going to install Litecoin. Interesting though, I had deleted the Litecoin app off the device, but the wallet remembers previous Litecoin wallets even after you delete the app, right? Notice there's still some Litecoin in there. Yeah, there's a couple of Litecoin wallets in there. Interesting. I forgot about this other one. But this is the one that I'm interested in here. This one, and you can edit them right here if you want. Just call this one Litecoin. This one I'm not too worried about. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that let's put that Polygon wallet on there. That Matic. Polygon Matic. This is a native Polygon wallet. Right? It's going to ask me to open the Polygon app. We'll hit both buttons to do that. Okay, so I see a question over here. Okay, Barbara says, any idea why I have Ledger Live on my desktop? It is empty and will not sync with my accounts. Barbara, have you tried doing the add account button? Like I'm doing, one at a time? If it's not syncing with your accounts, then you might be using the wrong device. Just throwing that out there. But it's not going to... Notice that Ledger Live did not automatically just know about all my old accounts, right? I had to do them one at a time. All right, let's just do this one. We can just call this one Polygon. Notice there's some Polygon in there. Right? Also notice, this is interesting, that this Polygon wallet has the same address as the Ethereum wallet. Uses the same address format and the exact same addresses on the same device. It's kind of interesting how that works. All right, so I won't go ahead and add them all. All right. And then someone said... I thought someone asked me about, oh, here it is. GT. Every time I send BTC to Ledger, does it require a new address? It will give you a new address every time. Like, so if you want to add some Bitcoin to this wallet and you click receive, this will always be a new address in Ledger. That's a feature, not a bug. Right? That is to improve your privacy. But it's not required, right? You can continue to send Bitcoin to existing addresses, right? So I can look at this old transaction here. Can I? Okay. And there's the to address right there. Ends in 8XLS. That is the previous address, right? You can continue to send to previous Bitcoin addresses in a wallet. It will always go into the same wallet. However, when you go and you get a brand new address, by using Ledger Live to generate a receiving address, it will always be different if there has been a previous transaction. So if I use this address and then put some Bitcoin in there using this address, the next time I click receive, it'll be different. It'll be a new sending address. The Bitcoin wallet has a private key, a public key, and a multitude of unique receiving addresses, right? The receiving addresses are not the public keys. A lot of people get confused about that, myself included. But this right here is a Bitcoin sending address, one of many that my wallet is capable of generating. But you don't have to generate a new address every time. If you have the address already saved somewhere, like it's whitelisted on one of your exchanges, you can continue to use that over and over again, right? All right, and then we'll go ahead and do MetaMask. I am going to open up my... I've got a folder over here that's got my MetaMask. Whoop-doop-doo. Whoops, that's not it. Okay. Okay. All right, I have my MetaMask 12-word recovery phrase. So I haven't used MetaMask, but I would like to use it tonight. So we'll go ahead and launch it. Right? It's a brand new computer, brand new browser. So when I reinstalled Chrome, it reinstalled the app, the extension, because I logged into Chrome. Right? I have an account in Chrome. So when I reinstall Chrome, it automatically reinstalls all of the apps that I had. Right? So we'll do MetaMask here. We'll hit Get Started. We'll do this. We're going to import our wallet. I'm going to paste in that 12-word phrase. You can write it by hand, but you can also just do a paste and it'll put all of them in there. I copied the entire line off of my encrypted flash drive. Not a good idea to leave your phrase in electronic format, but if you're going to be like me, I usually put it on an encrypted flash drive rather than just leave it on a text file laying on the desktop, right? All right, we're going to have to put in a new password. Now, I did this last week too, but now I'm doing it for real on my go-to browser, right? Because I wanted to play around with MetaMask a little bit, right? So it gives me that first account, but I had like 5 or 6 accounts on my old computer. So in order to get those back, all we have to do is hit create account. We'll just let them name automatically. Notice there's a balance in there. We'll do it again. We'll do account 3. Notice there's a little bit of balance in that one. Let's hit another one. Let's create 5. Because account number 5 is the one that I use for my Binance Smart Chain. Right? And you can see there's a little bit of balance in that. Let's just name this one. I like to call this one CryptoDad. Whoops. Ah. All right. All right, and then we're using Ethereum network. I don't have any networks. I need to get all my networks back, so I'm going to hit chain list. Let me just check with you guys over here. I'm back. Yeah, my rig is rigged. Yeah, it was really weird. Like OBS Studio crashed when I launched that website. Everything went kind of freaky. You guys see me? I'm back? Okay. So it was weird. OBS kind of crashed on me, which is my streaming software. And then when I tried to relaunch it, it said it was still running. So I had to go into the task manager and like force quit OBS Studio before I could relaunch it properly. So it took me a minute or two. Less than a minute, I think. Anyway, so we're back at chain list, right? Let's see if we can pick up where we left off. We're going to connect our wallet. This is our MetaMask wallet. It doesn't matter. We'll go just connect to any one account is fine because the networks can work across multiple accounts, right? So we're going to add the Smart Chain. I'm not going to switch. We'll add Avalanche. I'm not going to switch networks. We'll add Polygon. I'm not going to switch. We'll add Phantom. I'm not going to switch. That's good enough. Okay. So now we'll go back here, and now we have access to the other networks, right? If we go Binance Smart Chain, now it switches to BNB. Now I also need to enable the auto detection of tokens to make my life a little easier. And that's down in settings. And let's see, it's not experimental. Enhanced token detection. Right, it's in settings, advanced. All right, we'll turn on enhanced token detection. All right, and that's good. And now we can refresh. And now it sees those tokens that were there before. All right, we'll import all of those. Okay, now we're going to do one more thing. We're just going to import the ledger-based accounts. Right? You cannot add Ledger support to existing MetaMask accounts, but you can add Ledger-based wallets to your MetaMask accounts so that you can interact with them, right? So we'll hit Connect Hardware. Let's see. Let's turn on the camera here. Actually, I'm not going to... Let's get that. We need to go into the Ethereum app. All of the wallets and networks in MetaMask work with the Ethereum network on a Ledger device. So if you're in Avalanche, use the Ethereum app. If you're in Binance Smart Chain, use the Ethereum app, right? You have to, the only app that works in MetaMask is the Ethereum app. It's just the way the MetaMask wallet is set up. So we'll go ahead and connect the Ledger Nano X. Now, notice that it finds these two accounts. They're the same two accounts that we added in Ledger Live, all right? See, they have the same balance, 0.07 and 0.04. So if we go back here, there it is. Well, it's slightly different, but it is the same account. I don't know why it seems like there's more. That's weird. Okay. So we'll hit unlock. And then we can switch to those accounts right down here. There's Ledger 1. I can also rename this one too so that I know. I can turn this camera off. And we'll call this one Ethereum H, right? And then the other one is what I like to call Ethereum main, right? Just so I keep them straight in my head. There we go. Okay, so we did that. All right, we got everything else. One more thing I'll do as far as importing, I also have the Cosmos app on my device. So let's get into that real quick because I'm thinking of buying some Cosmos tonight. So I'm going to exit the Ethereum app, and we might need to turn on blind signing at some point too if we're going to play around with this. But I'm going to go over to the Cosmos app. If I can find it. There it is. We're going to hit both buttons. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and launch our Kepler wallet. Never used Kepler before on this brand new computer. So we're going to choose Import Ledger. I can call it whatever I want, right? I can give it any password I want. Oh, I hope I got them both. Okay. Now it wants me to connect the device. There it is, Ledger Nano X. We'll hit connect. Okay. I didn't actually have to do anything to connect. I just had to be in the right app, right? So now when we go into Kepler, there's all my Atom, right? Because this Kepler wallet is based on the Ledger device, right? And if I go over here to the stake, I like this Kepler dashboard. It shows me, notice you can see everything is right where I left it, right? It's all based on this device, the Cosmos app. The private key for my Cosmos wallet is stored on this ledger. So I can wipe out Kepler, reinstall it on a brand new machine, and within a minute or two, I have access to my wallets again. My osmosis is there. My secret is there. Everything's fine, right? Because the private keys for all these wallets are on my device. All right. All right, let me just quickly look at some questions, and then I'm going to buy some Ethereum. We're going to see if we can connect to this Ledger thing. I'm a little leery of it, but I'm going to do it anyway, just for grins, right? Bit expensive, but we'll deal with it, right? Let's go over here. Where was I? We'll sit here for now. All right, so you guys can, I just want to catch up, see if there's anybody asking some questions. I have not used Exodus Wallet in a really long time, but I believe you can reinstall Exodus on a new machine and connect to a ledger. They used to have this really funky way of restoring the wallet. They had, like, when you created the wallet, you created like an account that stored your key on their server, encrypted. They didn't have access to it, but it was just kind of a weird way of backing up the wallet. I don't know if they still use that. They probably do, but you most likely can use your ledger in conjunction with the Exodus wallet. Haven't played with that one in a while. Does Exodus require ID to see if you're 18? I don't know. I think it's just a non-custodial wallet. Yeah, but it does have some trading features, so it might. I don't know how to spell Exodus. Is that it? Okay. Let's see. Let's download it real quick. Install for Chrome and Brave. Oh, okay. So they have a desktop version and a Web3 version. Interesting. All right. Let's give this a go. All right, we'll go ahead and use Chrome. That's what I've been using most of my stuff for. Okay, so there it is. You can buy crypto with a bank account. So in order to buy crypto using Exodus, I would assume you got to go through some KYC. But if you just want to use it as a standalone, I have a wallet. Let's see. No, it's not going to let me use my ledger. It might, after I do this, just like how MetaMask is, after I've done the wallet, it might allow me to use. But if I hit create new, it's probably going to give me a backup phrase. And I don't want you guys to see it. So I'll work on that. All right. But I want to, first, in order to do this ledger thing, it's an NFT. I need to buy some Ethereum, right? I'll buy some Bitcoin and Ethereum and some Atom and on some different exchanges, and then we'll try to get this NFT if we can, because there's a couple of different ways to do it, right? All right, so I'm going to attempt to log into my, ooh, that was weird. I'm going to go ahead and try to log into my Coinbase account for the first time on this computer. So it's probably going to say, oh, this is the first time you've logged in. Notice my password manager is active up here, my 1Password. So my login information carried over. When I reinstall onto a brand new computer, the first thing I do after I install Windows, my first go-to app is 1Password. Because once I get 1Password installed, then I have access to all my passwords to set everything else up. So in order to set up all my Gmail, everything, I need those passwords, right? I don't want to have to like type them in by hand. So I always install 1Password first. All right, so it wants my Google Auth, which is fine. That's on my phone. So I'm going to go over here and get my Coinbase. Whoops. Let's try that again. All right. Okay. I'm not going to trust the device. I'm surprised it didn't say you're logging in from a new device. Okay. Good for them. Let's look at our assets. Let's see. I think I already have some Bitcoin in here. Yeah. Oh, I have some Atom and some Bitcoin. Well, that's good. So we'll just use the US dollar coin to buy some Ethereum, right? Because I'm going to try to buy this Ledger NFT, which is kind of expensive. It's like $300 or $400. So I'm going to throw all caution to the wind. So the Cosmos and the Bitcoin are already there. We'll go ahead and transfer those so you can see me transfer. I won't go through the whole buy operation, but it's pretty similar. Like if we go to, what's it asking me? Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't need to do this. This is scary. It's like red. Order cancellations and order executions may be experiencing delays in advanced trading. We are investigating the issue. Okay. I'm not that crazy about that. Order cancellations and order they're investigating. They already told me that. October 14th. Okay, that was yesterday. So hopefully it's going to work. Let's try a small one. Let's just do... let's buy Ethereum. No, this is US dollar. I want US dollar coin. You know what? I don't think they let me do that, which is kind of weird. I don't understand why I can't trade ETH for US dollar coin. Yeah, it's really weird. But they will let me use the regular. Let's go back here. Like if we use buy sell, I think we can use our US dollar coin to buy the Ethereum. All right, so we want to buy some Ethereum, and we want to use our US dollar coin. Well, is it going to let me do that either? Apparently not. Okay. Bummer. Well, let's try convert. I think that'll work. So we want, oh yeah, okay. All right, let's see here. Okay, we want to convert from US dollar coin to Ethereum. Well, they said it was advanced trade that was a problem, right? So, but I wonder how much they're going to charge me for this. Let's see. Oh, $7.45. Not crazy about that. Okay, whatever. I can't trade for it anyway, even if I wanted to, right? Let's go ahead and do it. And that may not even be enough. 0.38. Wow. Okay. All right. So we should now see that we have Ethereum. Okay. So do we have about $500 worth of Ethereum? So we're going to transfer all these cryptos. If you're new to this, you've probably done this, right? You probably bought some crypto on an exchange, right? And maybe that's as far as you've ever gotten. You're like, okay, I want to invest in Bitcoin, so I want to buy Bitcoin. Right? Now that I bought my Bitcoin or my Ethereum or my Atom, now what? What do I do? Well, I want to transfer it into my own wallet. So how do we do that? Well, there's a couple of ways. The easiest way, if you have Ledger Live installed, is to just go into the account in Ledger Live, do a receive, hit continue, get your address, and go back over to Coinbase and do a withdraw, or what they call a send. All right, I'm here in send, and I'm going to go ahead and send it all, like we're going to do a big one, right? I don't know how much they're going to charge me for this. I'll probably get hit with another fee for this. But we're just going to roll with the punches, right? Pretty small. I don't think it's that much, actually. Let's see here. We can go to this, and hopefully this will, whoops. Hopefully this will work for us. Whoops, why did that E get there? All right, so about 60 cents. All right, I'm not going to sweat it. All right, so we'll go ahead and send it. And I need my two-factor for this. All right, and then off that goes. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, there. It's done. All right, and while we're waiting on that, let's go over here and let's go over to our Bitcoin account. We'll do Bitcoin main. We'll do a receive. I'll go ahead and do the verification step for you guys so you can see what I'm on about. The verification step is basically just a confirmation when your device is connected that the account that you're sending to matches the device you're using, right? And that sounds weird, you know. If you only have one device and one copy of Ledger Live and one Bitcoin account, you could probably bypass this, right? It's still a fail-safe, right? But sometimes people have more than one account and more than one configuration, more than one device, and they can get confused, right? So anyway, this is just that confirmation. I'm going to copy that address into my clipboard, and then I'll go ahead and just confirm on the device or approve. All right, now let's roll back over here. And this time we're going to, well, let's start up here. Let's do send and receive. And from here, we'll just choose Bitcoin, right? Not a whole bunch of Bitcoin. We'll do a send all, and we'll paste in the address of my Ledger-based wallet. We'll hit continue. Now we're moving Bitcoin and Ethereum back and forth across blockchains. I got to put in my two-factor here. I don't need the device at the moment. Oh, and by the way, when you're sending Bitcoin to or any coin to a Ledger-based wallet, you don't need to leave the device attached, right? The transfer will still get there, right? I can just yank this cord out, and the transfer will still end up in my wallet, right? I'll just reconnect the device later if I need to send out, right? And there's no eject, right? You can pull the cable out at any time. It's not going to hurt anything. You're not going to lose any crypto by yanking the cable out. A lot of people wonder about that too. They go, is there an eject command? I'm just like, no, there's nothing. You just yank the cable out. All right, so we're waiting for some Bitcoin to come in, and we're waiting for some Ethereum to come in into Ethereum main, right? Hopefully that'll come in fairly soon, right? Unless I screwed something up. If you're worried and you're like, did I do this right? Well, it's like, there's the address, right? Let's go back over to Coinbase. Okay. Let's go to Ethereum, right? Let's go to the wallet. Oh, I haven't sent the Ethereum? I thought I sent the Ethereum. See? There you go. We haven't sent the Ethereum yet, have we? I guess I skipped that part. Or have we? I could have sworn I sent it. Okay, there. Okay. Sent Ethereum, right? And I can click here. And then I can look at the address, right? That ends in 2445, right? Okay, it's going to the right place. So even though I'm not seeing it in the wallet yet, there's no reason to panic, right? Because I just checked in Ledger Live. It should be coming into the wallet fairly soon. We can look over in the Bitcoin main. And it looks like that one already came in, right? There. They got some new coloring on here. Not confirmed means it's not confirmed on the blockchain. Doesn't mean you don't have it yet. It just means that you can't send it back out yet, right? It's not fully confirmed. But once you see the transaction coming in, you can rest assured it's safe and sound in your wallet, right? It'll confirm in a little while, fully. All right, let's go ahead while we're on the subject of transfers. Let's go ahead and do that Cosmos, right? Got some Cosmos in here. Let's go to the wallet. I want to send my Cosmos. Where do I want to send it? Let's go over here. Let's go to the Kepler dashboard. And I don't think you can do it from here. I think you have to... Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Let's go back to Cosmos. Right, there's the Cosmos wallet address up here. I can copy it into my clipboard from up here, or I can do it like this and copy it from here. Same address. All right. And we'll go back over here, and we'll go ahead and send all the Cosmos. We'll paste in the Cosmos address. I don't need a memo to send to my own wallet, so I'm going to skip that. It's going to ask me if I'm sure. I'll say, yes, I'm sure. Skip that, and then send it. And I need my two-factor. Well, I was almost running out of time on that one. Boom, it's gone. All right. Okay, so that's the same 5 atom we sent back and forth last week, by the way. We were playing around with it last week. Okay. Yeah, it came in 53. We can look at the transactions. It's got to be around here somewhere. Oh, well, you can see them over here in this wallet. Or can you? Actually, I think for the transactions, you kind of need to look on the blockchain. But you can do that. By clicking the Explorer over here, it took me over here to the Cosmos Station Explorer. And I should be able to see there, right there. That just came in a minute ago. So we got the atom, right? So I'm using my Ledger device to manage my Cosmos atom in Kepler wallet. Why am I using Kepler rather than Ledger Live? Because Kepler is much better than Ledger Live when it comes to managing atom, right? I'm not just doing it to be facetious and complicated. I'm doing it because it's a better wallet. I'm not trying to throw anybody for a loop here. But you can store Cosmos in Ledger Live as well. You just don't have all this cool staking stuff. I mean, you can stake in Ledger Live, but the interface is better over here. All right, let's see. Did that. The Bitcoin came in. Okay, we're good with that. The Ethereum came in, right? So we got the Ethereum. All right. Now, let's try to buy this NFT. Now, before I do that, let me just catch up. Guys, do you have any coupons to buy the Ledger Nano X? No, I don't. The Ledger Nano X, I don't... They have a special right now, but it's for the Ledger Nano S Plus, and it's free shipping on the Ledger Nano S Plus. They occasionally give me personalized discount codes, but they haven't. And last year, they forgot to give me one. Well, they didn't. I don't think they gave anybody discount codes on Black Friday because they were, the market was going crazy and they were short on stock and they just really couldn't afford to give out discount codes last year on Black Friday. But hopefully this year they'll give me a discount code for the Ledger Nano X. Do you recommend Exodus to send crypto straight to Ledger Live? You mean if you're going to buy your crypto in Exodus and then send it to Ledger Live? You can. There's nothing stopping you. If you're using Exodus as your method of buying crypto. And you asked earlier about, do they check if you're 18? So my assumption is that you're under 18 and you're having some issues getting cryptocurrency accounts set up, right? I guess you are too young for Coinbase and Binance US, and so you're trying to use Exodus, I guess. Although I think Exodus uses like third-party payment processors like Ledger does, right? So if you want to buy on Ledger, you have to, like, it's either MoonPay, Coinify, BTC Direct, or Weir. I think Exodus would probably use one of these. They're like third-party payment processors, but they do ask you for an ID. And they may not approve it if you're under 18, right? You might have to be 18 for these. So I don't know about Exodus. Do I recommend Apple Pay or debit card? You just really want to buy some crypto, don't you? I guess it doesn't really matter whether, if you have either one, use whichever one works best for you. Although I don't know about, I've never tried to use Apple Pay to buy crypto. I don't know. I think Crypto.com accepts Apple Pay. I don't know about Exodus. Most of these third-party payment processors will accept debit cards, but not every bank will allow these services. So, for example, I tried to set up MoonPay on my Chase debit card, and Chase rejected it. Chase threw up a fraud alert, and then they were like, "No, we don't support MoonPay at all. Period." Right. So yes, if you want to use a debit card to make crypto purchases, more power to you. Just be aware that your bank might reject it. All right. Birds, bees, and trees. Okay. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you. Celsius put out a list through the bankruptcy company of who has what on Celsius. Celsius is exchanged. Do we know anything else? Or have you heard anything? No, I have not heard anything. Fortunately for me, I didn't have anything stored on Celsius. So it's not like first and foremost in my mind. In fact, I'm kind of trying to ignore it because I have some friends that have some crypto locked up in Celsius, and I feel bad for them, right? So I don't think about Celsius that much. I know that there was some leak of customer data, but I haven't heard anything about whether they're going to somehow make their depositors whole or not. I don't know. Unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah. If you're under 18, you may not, you're going to be hitting walls just about everywhere. Even if you have like a debit card, because in order to sign up for third-party pay services, they're going to need some form of ID, and they might reject your ID if you're under 18. Even if you have a working debit card or working Apple Pay. All right. Yeah, just having the debit card is not enough to just run and buy crypto. I don't know. I really don't know as far as being 18. You know, you might have to ask your a friend or your parent or somebody to set up the account for you. right? I don't know, to be honest with you. It's been a long time since I've been under 18. All right. All right, so now I would like to see if I can buy this thing. And the reason I wanted to bring this up is that there's a couple of ways to do this. What I'm talking about is this Genesis thing here. And I think I have it over here somewhere. Yeah. Okay, so you can buy this thing on OpenSea. Let me copy this into my other browser. This is the other browser. I think this should take me here. Okay. So I could buy this directly on OpenSea, but look here, the prices are kind of high. Yeah, it's like, I don't know that I can buy this. I don't think I have enough Ethereum, right? What did I get? 4. Oh, it's 3.8. Okay. I think we can pull it off. Okay. So I could go buy this over on OpenSea, but in order to use OpenSea, I would need to connect using my MetaMask wallet, and I would need to enable blind signing in order to make this happen. I heard that if you try to do it this way through this Ledger Market app, that I might not have to enable blind signing in order to buy this thing. So let's see here. Oh, it says buy on OpenSea. Or what does it see? Buy on OpenSea or connect my wallet. Let's try that. I've got this wallet here, right? Now I've already set up my Ledger-based wallet, right? If we go into MetaMask, okay, and we switch it over to the Ethereum network, there's that Ethereum that I transferred over using Ledger Live, right? Same wallet, same Ledger device, just using a different interface, right? But I'm going to try to connect my wallet. Oh, that's right. They're going to let me use Ledger Live Direct, right? So they're like, "Oh yeah, open Ledger Live. Let's see what happens." Yes, open Ledger Live. Now what's it going to do? Okay, it's going to take me over here. Okay. Oh, here it is. Genesis Pass, right? Is that it? If I click here. Okay, it's here. Okay. So like I'm still in Ledger Live, but isn't this going to launch? Let's see. Note due to certain regulations. Okay. The Ledger Live Market Pass Genesis Edition is an NFT that includes access to exclusive collaborations, blah, blah, blah. And it's only going to be around till the 17th, which is 2 more days. Then they're going to take some kind of snapshot. Then I'll be able to get a Black on Black's Ledger Nano X NFT. We'll be able to connect their wallet to the dedicated page on ledger.com. After connecting your wallet, your NFT ownership will be verified and you'll be able to claim your Black on Black Nano. You will complete a 0 checkout on ledger.com. Right, but first I need to get a hold of this darn thing. Wait, this Black on Black. Oh, I see. So it's not silver, right? Like this is silver. Ooh, Black on Black. Come on. It's cool, but it's not that cool. But anyway, I'm going to see if I can get this, right? But how does the Black on Black redemption work? Okay. I want the market pass, and I've opened this in Ledger Live, and I'm in the right Ethereum wallet. Let's try buy on OpenSea and see what happens. It just launches it in the browser again. That's dumb. All right, can I buy one of these? Okay. Let's try. Right, 3.8. I have 4.46. Right. Let's just buy the first one. Is this it? I hope it's it. I hope it's the right one. They all look the same. Woo! Okay, so I might not have enough with gas fees. All right, so let's see what happens. I'm going to get into the Ethereum. Oh, okay, there. Sorry. Let's get into the Ethereum app just to make sure. Let's be proactive about this. Come on, baby. Where are you? Okay, there it is. All right, we're in the Ethereum app. Application is ready. Let's hit add to cart. Okay, so it's still going to throw me over to MetaMask. Okay. Yeah. Ugh, doggone it. Stupid. So it launched me over to the wrong browser through Ledger Live. It took me to the wrong browser. Yeah, it launched it in this browser. It's not what I really wanted. All right, so, okay. So let's just buy it. No. No, connect wallet. All right. Okay, so we're going to use our Ethereum main wallet. And okay, so now what? Okay, buy on OpenSea. Don't do this to me. Okay, there. It's in the right browser. Okay, so now let's see if we can buy this stupid thing. Or can we are we connected or not? Oh my God, seriously. What? What are you trying to do to me? Ugh. What is it doing? I'm already connected, aren't I? This is really frustrating. I thought that I was connected. Oh, Exodus. Okay. I don't want Exodus. I want MetaMask. Oh my God. Oh, all right. I need to get rid of Exodus because it's interfering. There. Stupid. Exodus. All right, let's try that again. Okay. Is this going to work or is it not going to work? Now that I've screwed everything up. Token imported. Okay. Always when I have company. Okay. Let's close this. Close this. Close all this junk. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Okay, let's try it from, and this was a wash, man. Just kept launch. Why does it launch in Ledger Live? It was just gonna like take you to your browser anyway. Doesn't make any sense, right? I thought I was going to be able to buy it from within here, but apparently not. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's try this. Oh, I see what's going on here. I'm going to have to close this. Oh. Why didn't it start me over? Yeah. I'm not even sure if I want to do this or not. Let's try again. Should have opened up all my tabs too, which it didn't. All right, let me do this real quick. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's kind of a messed up deal. Okay. Back into this. Okay. Ugh, are you kidding me? Okay. Pop this out. Yeah, the only reason I had to do all this is because, like, when I tried to launch MetaMask, the browser hung on me. All right. So let's try this again. Oh, okay. I just need that. Okay. This is what I need. Okay. There we go. Now I have access to this. There we go. Now let's try that thing again. Will that work? Okay. Now let's try to launch our connect the wallet. Okay, there. Woo. All right. Ah, come on, Rex. I must have caps on. Okay. Okay. Jeez. All right. Ethereum main. Next. Yes. Okay. Woo. Okay. Whew. Jeez. What a hassle. Okay. So there we go. We're back here. We're gonna add this to our cart. Okay. We're gonna complete the purchase. Okay. It's coming up. All right. $3 estimated gas. I can deal with that. Is it going to tell me I need... it's going to up. Oh, blind signing is enabled for some bizarre reason. Oh, I already had blind signing enabled. That was me. I didn't reset my ledger. I only reset my computer. So yeah, blind signing was already enabled on my device. Okay, your purchase is complete. Let's view purchase. Okay, so it's there now. So like if we go here, and we go back to accounts, and we go here, we should see it here. There. Wherever it is. Okay, we did it. Boom. So I don't know the whole story on this, but I was told by Ledger that this thing's pretty cool. But they'll tell me anything, right? And I'm looking at it as sort of an investment. I don't think I'm going to get this Ledger Nano X for free. But apparently it gives me access to a bunch of other stuff, which we'll do later. My Ledger Live has accepted my Litecoin and ETH coins, but it wants my BTC Taproot. Any idea what that is? I have not been able to get my Ledger back up to install BTC. Okay, Barbara. So if you add an account, if you had an account on your Ledger, it shouldn't ask you anything about Taproot, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, you can create a Taproot account, but it would show up if you had already created it on the other computer. It would just, oh, it wants me to open Bitcoin, right? I don't have a Taproot Bitcoin account on my device, but I could, and it shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead and create one. I still don't understand really why we need Taproot, but hey. What do I think about the European Union crypto edex? Unfortunately, I've never heard of it, to be honest with you. The reason why I don't do a lot of like European stuff is because it's hard for me to go through KYC with like European services. You know, like I mentioned, MoonPay and some of those, like my bank will reject them because they need some sort of payment method. And so usually my US bank won't work, right? It's going to have to be some kind of debit card or credit card or something like that. And usually like it doesn't mesh right with all of my stuff. I'm going to create a Taproot account on my device and then see what happens when I try to import it into Ledger Live. If there's a problem. Just every time I look up and I see Barbara asking a question, I get all freaky. All right. So there, I can say a show address type. I can create a Taproot Bitcoin account. We'll call this Bitcoin T, or Bitcoin Tap. All right. Whoops. Oh, so I keep putting my cap locks on. I don't need these. I've already... All right, we just need that one. Okay, there's my Taproot account. Let's get an address. Looks like... Oh, I see. It's kind of a longer address. Okay. Let's go over to Bitcoin main. Let's go ahead and send to that Taproot. If it will let me... Will it let me? Okay. What's the max here? 82. Let's send $40 worth of Bitcoin over to the Taproot account. Now I'm going to have to wait for that account to fund before I try to send any Bitcoin. Okay, so now let's go ahead and approve that. Going to approve the fees, the Bitcoin fees on the Bitcoin network. And off it goes. It's done. All right, let's go back to accounts and Bitcoin Taproot. Should have some Bitcoin in it shortly. There it is. Okay, let's delete it. All right. All right, so Barbara sat down at her Ledger Live and she hit add account and it's asking for Taproot. I don't quite understand what you mean by that. So let's go ahead and add and see if it finds the Taproot account. Okay, so Taproot is the most advanced. It may not be totally supported by every exchange out there because it looked like the address was slightly longer than a normal Bitcoin address. My eyes may have deceived me, but it looked like it was slightly different. Right? I already have the Bitcoin app open. We're just going through this again. Now, Barbara, if you have more than one device, if you ever reset your device and restored, or if you reset your device and set it up as new, if you've done that more than once, you could have more than one configuration. So this is typical. Not for you, but I'm just going to give you this scenario. You have your ledger, you've set it up, you have some accounts on there. And then through no fault of your own, it bricks up while you're doing your firmware update, or it's in the middle of something and it bricks up and it's not working right. Or you accidentally enter the passphrase or the PIN code incorrectly 3 times. For whatever reason, the device resets to factory, right? And people freak out, they get confused. What they really need to do at that moment is restore it, but they don't. They think they need to set it up as new. So they go through the initial setup and they choose setup as new, and then it gives them another recovery phrase, which they dutifully write down. Now they have 2 recovery phrases and 1 device. Their original recovery phrase is in a drawer somewhere. So they take the new configuration with the new recovery phrase and they set it up and they start sending Bitcoin and they have new accounts. Well, some of the accounts in Ledger Live are associated with the old configuration. Some of them are associated with the new configuration. So when you try to, and there's our Taproot right there. So I didn't have any trouble importing the Taproot account, right? It was there. But that's because it's on this device. So you said it's asking you for your Taproot. So I'm assuming that you mean when you go into the Bitcoin Taproot account that it tells you the device isn't correct or something like that. I'm assuming, right? I really see no reason why to use Taproot unless you're like a high-end, because the default is native SegWit, and native SegWit is the one that's compatible with most of the exchanges, right? Let's see. It looks very similar to the Taproot address. But notice the Taproot address is definitely longer. It scrolls over to the next line. So it's definitely a longer address. I'm wondering if it's compatible with Coinbase, right? Let's try Binance US. Now, Binance US is probably going to complain that this is the first time I've ever used this device. No, it didn't. So if we go into the wallet, I have... There's $16. Just Binance US. Let's do a Tether trade. Where's Bitcoin? Wow. Where's Bitcoin? Doggone it. Did I just scroll past it? Where's Bitcoin? Lord in heaven. Okay. All right. So we're going to trade Bitcoin for Tether. If we can find it. US dollar Tether. Okay, there. Jeez. Yeah. All right. So we're going to buy some Bitcoin with our Tether. And just, whoops. Come on. What's going on here? Buy Bitcoin. Do I have to put in the amount? All right, let's do this. This is weird. Okay. Why is it making it so difficult? All right. Really what I want to do is sell. I don't have any Bitcoin to sell, right? Okay, fine. Let's that should work, I think. That should be enough to just put some Bitcoin in here. So what I want to do is I want to use this Taproot address and see if Binance US will recognize it. All right, so let's do a withdraw. Here. Let's just do it all. It's not that much. I pasted in that Taproot address. Oh, it took it. Okay. All right. I guess that it works. Okay. I got to go through all these hoops. Oh, is it other? Oh, I think it's the CryptoDad. Okay, yes. All right, I was going to confirm that. Okay, off it goes. Okay. So now we should get some more Bitcoin in this wallet here. Is it already? Oh, it's Same bat time, same bat channel. It's not even 8 yet, Dan. Whenever I see that comment that you put up, I figure it's almost 8. Litecoin is dead. Sell your Litecoin. Sell it. I don't know. Someone gave me that Litecoin, so I don't have any problem with just holding on to it. Let the market recover. Bury your Litecoin. Okay, we get it. You don't have to like keep repeating it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Well, that Bitcoin should come in pretty soon. So I'll do some research this week to try and figure out what's going on with that Ledger Pass that I bought. I should know more about it, right? What was that? Discover, Ledger Market. Okay, so it says most secure Genesis Pass. NFT that includes access to exclusive collaborations, limited edition hardware, and more. Each pass comes with the ability to redeem a limited edition black-on-black Ledger Nano X starting the 3rd. Oh, so I guess I am going to get this Ledger. Supposedly. Only the current owner of the NFT will be able to redeem the black-on-black Ledger Nano X. There is one redemption per NFT prior to the claim period beginning. A page will be added right here for anyone to check each NFT to see if the custom Nano has been claimed yet. I see. Holders of the Market Pass black-on-black NFT will be able to connect their wallet to a dedicated page on ledger.com. After connecting your wallet, your NFT ownership will be verified and you will be able to claim your black-on-black Ledger Nano X. And then, oh, okay. So I'll go on their Ledger Live, and once I verify my NFT, I'll get it for free. That'll be fun. Are you going fruit picking for cherries or apples this fall? We could go picking apples. It's apple season, but we've never done that. We've done cherries a couple times in the summer. It's always fun. There's a farmer's market. We didn't go today, but there's a farmer's market in downtown, not downtown, but close to Easttown, Grand Rapids, the Fulton Market. It's a good farmer's market where you can get fresh apples. There's also a place out on the Beltway, kind of northeast Grand Rapids, off the 37 or the 44, place called Robinette's, where they have great apples. You can pick apples there too. Oh, there's some other place too. We went for a birthday party where you can pick apples. I forget the name of that place. It's another one. That's up on 37. Right. Haven't done it. We were there, but we didn't pick any apples. Let's see. What else is going on? I agree. Let's see. Let's go back to my itinerary here. Had some technical difficulties tonight, but we'll live. Buy and transfer. Attempt to buy the Ledger. We did that. Okay, we reinstalled Ledger Live. Reinstalled MetaMask. Buying that NFT was kind of a hassle. I thought that I was going to be able to do it like within Ledger Live without blind signing enabled, and it didn't really work the way I expected it to work. It just kind of launched my web browser, which is kind of like seems to... I was told when I went to Ledger, oh, I've had this stupid camera thing on for hours now. I was told when I was at the Ledger conference in New York over the summer that they were releasing Ledger Connect, which is a browser extension. And it's still not out yet. So supposedly, and this works, I guess, with your phone. and would allow you to purchase NFTs on OpenSea through Ledger Connect so that you would not have to enable blind signing on your Ledger device to make this work. That's the promise. But I haven't seen it in practice yet. But when it happens, I'll let you guys know. And when I get a discount code, I'll let you guys know. Barbara, I hope what I did tonight helped. Found your problem. My device was in bootloader mode. I finished and I got my BTC. Sorry, Rex, next time via email and not live stream. No, you can ask questions in the live stream, Barbara. You're a repeat viewer. You're a member of the family. So if you're having issues, I'm here to try and work through them. Sometimes I get a little impatient though, so I hope you apologize for my tone. And it's hard when I can't see what's going on your screen and on your device. I used to do like Zoom tech support, and I really, like some people, I really needed to see their screen to help them. It was like, I don't know, it was like trying to catch kittens in a dark barn, it's like, if I can't see what's on their screen, I would like go, okay, go to Ledger Live, and they'd be, okay, I'm on Ledger Live. And I'd say, yeah, go to the accounts. And then they'd go, oh, ooh, what's that? And you're like, what's going on? And they're like, well, something just popped up. I'm like, God, what popped up? So, but when I can see their screen, it's so easy for me. I'm like, oh yeah, just click that window away. That's not important. And just click here. Right. But it's like, if I can't see someone's screen, it's like really hard to give them tech support. How's the cat? The cat's good. I don't have any. Dan sent me a text. Dan's like, hey, you froze up, dude. Oh, let's see. We had a pretty good Indonesian meal tonight. That's tempeh over here, which is made from soybeans, and then fried chicken with special seasoning. So we had a pretty decent meal tonight. I took a picture of the rig there. I was trying to find No, I showed you pictures of the cat from last week. There's the cat playing in a Fuji bag. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Then when I share my picture, it just goes full on screen there for you. That's pretty cool. Let's see what's going on with Bitcoin. Still at 19.2. It's crazy. All right. But I'm still on the sidelines, guy. Oh, Dan is AFK. Okay. AFK. Offline. What was that one? AFK. What does that mean, AFK? I know it means something. Away from keyboard. That's what it means. Just like WTF. That means why the face. Cat's good. Cat was up here on the keyboard before the live stream, but he left. So I didn't have to deal with him during the live stream. So I don't know if there's any more questions. We can, if you want. Oh, did that ever come in? Whatever happened to that Bitcoin that I sent from Binance US? Did it go out? All right. I'm still waiting for it. So let's do a verify. If we go to the wallet. It should show me that I have a pending withdrawal, right? And then, so it's still pending on their exchange. And we can also see the address, right? Ends in XPV7, right? So we could still look at it because we haven't, it's the wrong one, sorry. Oh, hi, there's Kitty. Come here. Oh. Oh my goodness. Jeez. This cat. Kitty. Wah. Cat's on the keyboard now. All right, Kitty. Let's do this. There he is. Hey, Kitty. Where you going? Where are you going, Marco? He took off. He didn't want to be up here. Oh, the tap, right? Oh, the tap, it came in, right? We got it, right? So we got that Bitcoin from Binance US into the Taproot account. All right. That cat's heavy. That cat's like 16 pounds. And we weighed it. And then afterward, we asked Alexa, what's the average weight of a cat? And it's like 5 to 9 pounds or something. It's like, I was like, man, we got a heavy cat. He gets fed really well. I keep his dry food bowl full. Whenever it's empty, I put more in there. And every evening and every morning he gets broth. What is this? Fancy Feast broth. Yeah, he loves those. Woo, man. So, and if he didn't eat the broth from the night before, like he just drank the broth and left the meat, I'll clean it out and switch it out with fresh broth every day, every morning and every night. So when that cat goes outside, yeah, I shouldn't use Alexa because Alexa knows everything I do. Yeah, speaking of the Jeff Bezos knowing everything about you, it's bad enough that we have an Alexa device that knows everything about us. Not that I'm worried about it secretly recording what I say. It doesn't have to. We talk to it enough that it knows pretty much everything about us. But they wanted to buy up the iRobot company that makes those iRobot vacuums things that go around your house and like do vacuuming. So not only do they know your preferences, what you buy, what you wear and everything, they have a map of your house, right? Because this robot that cleans your floors maps your house out, right? It knows it has mapped out the square footage of your dwelling place. That's like, I don't know. There's a trade-off between convenience and security, right? You can try to be private. You can try to be anonymous on, like with your phone, like try to like configure it so that, Google doesn't know where you are, or your Apple Maps doesn't know where you are, or whatever, if you're trying to be Mr. Private. But, well, what if you need directions to the next city? You want to use your Google, right? So there's that trade-off of convenience across and security. Like, they say, oh, well, I'm not doing anything wrong, so I'm not worried, But yeah, I mean, at some point in the near to or distant future, if I become a target, they'll have like all the information they need about me for a drone strike or whatever, but as it stands, I'm not going to let that like ruin my lifestyle, right? I love the modern convenience of playing music on Alexa, or asking it to order stuff, or asking it for the weather, or asking it for recipes or whatever. I enjoy that. So I'm not too worried about Jeff Bezos getting into my business. I think he has better things to do than what I do. I mean, I know it's stored somewhere and can be pulled up by whoever, but I'm not that worried. Ledgerman, sorry guys, I have one more question. Can I buy crypto from MetaMask and directly send it to Ledger Live? No. MetaMask is a non-custodial wallet. There is no like buy feature in MetaMask. Right? There's no way to buy anything in MetaMask. There's no way to attach a payment method to MetaMask. Boop-a-doo. Yeah, it's just a wallet. That's all it is. It doesn't have like buy feature. Now you can connect to DEXs and trade using MetaMask, but there's no way to actually buy anything directly using a credit card or a debit card or a bank account in MetaMask. It doesn't work like that. My mobile phone has been demoted to a home phone. I won't carry it with me anymore. Okay. I bought a new phone. I have the new Apple phone, and I left most of my wallets on the old phone and just turned the old phone off and put it in a drawer. If I need access to those wallets, then I can get them off the phone. But I don't carry all my crypto wallets with me anymore. But I still have Ledger Live on my new phone, I think. Pretty sure. Oh, I don't think I set it up. Hang on. Let's check. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay. We're almost out of time. I can do that next week. If you're interested about using your phone with Ledger Live, that with a Ledger device, that was the last video, standalone video that I posted. How to set up a Ledger Nano X with your phone. It's pretty long, but it's divided into chapters. So if you don't have a computer and you want to get a Ledger, then this is the video for you, right? For just a phone and a Ledger, I go through step by step how to get it configured, unboxed, set up, configured. I buy some crypto, I transfer in, transfer out. So it's a pretty decent video for, and now that I got my rig up and running, it's time for me to start making some more tutorial videos. No problem, Barbara, anytime. Sometimes when you see me like just going through what I'm doing and then it jostles something in you that says, oh, now I see, even if I don't think me doing that helped you know that it was in boot mode. You figured that out on your own. But seeing me do it was kind of got that obstacle out of your way, right? You got that use case. You're like, oh, it can't be that, right? So it must be something else. So you got it figured out. I appreciate it. Patricia Moore has a question. Okay. Let's see. Raghorn L. There is, yes, you can use your Ledger to protect your MetaMask. And I have a pretty good video on that. A tutorial. How to secure your MetaMask using a Ledger device. I'll put a link to that video here. Let's see. Patricia. Okay. Hi, CryptoDad. I'm new to this. I tried to set a sale limit, but it tells me, sorry, your transaction couldn't be processed. It says you can't create a sell limit order with a target price above 0.0006. Well, first of all, I'm not sure what exchange you're using. Sounds like you're using an exchange. And then it also sounds like you're trying to do a transaction that's too small for them. But I don't know what exchange you're trying to use, to be honest. So I'm not sure what the answer to that would be off the top of my head. Maybe you could explain what exchange you're trying to do that on? Are you in Ledger Live? Are you on Coinbase? How do I keep the different Ledger devices separated in Ledger Live? Well, Ledger Live will remember your devices. So all of these accounts were set up on my Ledger Nano X. If I have a secondary device like a Ledger Nano S and I set accounts up using the Ledger Nano S, those accounts will be tied to the Ledger Nano S. So if you just give them generic names, you won't know. until you try to access the account. It'll say something went wrong. You have the wrong device attached or you're using the wrong configuration. But if you name the accounts accordingly, then you can keep them straight in your head. So if I want to go here and change the name, I could call this Ledger X, right? So that way I know this account is connected to my Ledger Nano X. And if I set up a different account that I have with a different device, then I would name that account so that it matches that device so that I will know in the future. Like if I have a red and a green and a white Ledger Nano S and I've got different accounts set up on those different devices in Ledger Live, then each time I set up an account using a particular device, I should note the device in the title of the account, like Bitcoin blue or Bitcoin red, you know, so you know it's the red one, or Bitcoin Ledger S, or Bitcoin Ledger S Plus, or Bitcoin Ledger X, so that you know which device it is. And it wouldn't hurt to even put like label makers on the bottom of your different ledgers so that you can keep them straight in your head, give them different names, and then reflect those names in the accounts that you create with those devices. The point is that each time you create a new account with a specific device, that device will always be matched to that account. So Ledger will remember. You know, you can keep trying till you get the right device, but it's easier if you just name the accounts correctly, right? Up here in edit, or you can also do it here. If you like right click and go to edit, then you can edit the name of account. Like we can call this one Ledger S, right? So I can keep it straight from the other one that's for my Ledger Nano X. Although we know this one isn't really a Ledger Nano S, right? So we're not going to keep that name. I just there. That's accurate, right? So you have a naming feature there. You can use it. So Partition More. Oh, Partition More also was amount large enough to satisfy the minimum required by, it's Uphold. Ah. Oh, well, thank you, G-Man No Name. That's funny. I like that name. So Patricia, I hope you're in Uphold. And I've never done limit trades in Uphold, but it sounds like it was too small. I don't know if what you had there was dollars or was that an amount of Bitcoin that you were trying to. I haven't logged into Uphold on this computer either, so it's probably not going to like me. Ugh. And I don't have any funds in here to actually like try a example trade either. And then I got to find my code for Uphold. Okay. So I'm assuming you're trying to trade in the market and you're trying to do a limit. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Ugh, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing here. I've never used this before, to be honest with you. So I don't know. I really can't stand Uphold. It's just so wonky. Like, how does this work? What is this from and to? You're either buying or selling. What is this from and to stuff? Okay. Oh, click to buy. Okay, from US dollar to Bitcoin, right? Is that what I'm trying to do here? No? No, it won't let me. I'm like, what is this? And I've used Uphold for like a couple years now. I still don't get it. Why? Good till canceled. Okay. Anyway. Rex, Dan, and Jodio, thanks for all you do to make the stream happen. See you next week. As I know, the stream is going to wrap up in a few minutes. Haven't answered the MetaMask questions, though. I just told you you can't buy on MetaMask. I thought I made that clear. You asked me, can you buy on MetaMask? And I said, no, you can't. I thought I answered that. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you the best. I wish you the best, Ledger Man. I hope you are able to figure out how to buy. But it sounds like you need someone that's 18 to set up an account for you. You sound like a very persuasive person. Perhaps you can convince someone you know to borrow their ID or their bank account or their credit card or whatever you need, because I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to sign off, guys. Thanks, Dan. Thanks, JDO. Thanks for being here, as always. Let's see if this works. Don't forget, we do this every Saturday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.